What is up, guys? I won another League Cup today, and if you're wondering why, okay, dude, what's going on? If you're wondering why my deck is the exact same as before, that's because I didn't change a card from LUGIA. I actually wanted to play Zard, the one with a bunch of Dust Snores that looked really cool, but I had a bunch of errands to run on Saturday. Being an adult and all, I got to do these things like clean up, unpack from World. Still haven't done that. Did a lot of cleaning, laundry, did my sheets, vacuumed around the house. You know how it is, guys. And then I went to a walk around the monuments. I just walked around for like a couple hours, like 2, 3 hours. I just walked like 25,000 steps with a friend of mine. Just talked, caught up, got some pretty good dinner. I live by DC, so I took the train in, super easy. And it was a beautiful night. And then I got back home and I was like, I kind of want to build the Zard deck. And then I didn't. I was just really tired and I went to bed. So I woke up this morning, went to the gym, helped a friend pack, went to Olive Garden, got some banging bottomless pasta. I made it to bowl three and then we tapped out. So it was, in fact, not bottomless. I did, in fact, tap out pretty early. But enough about my day. The deck list was still perfect for the League Cup. I felt like there was nothing I really wanted to change, and I just, rocked it. Round one, I played against a Reggie Drago, where my opponent went Teal Dance attached to Drago Pass. I had a pretty perfect start with two Lugias, and I had to read the wind to get my second chops into the discard. My opponent went Teal Dance, attached to Drago, Tails on Messagoza Pass. I went Evolve Lugia V-Star, boss up to Drago, knock it out. And then they Teal Danced and attacked me. And they showed me like I think they kept playing Vessels too, which is really funny because I think all four Vessels had been played. And at this point, their hand is just like all energy and like nothing really else. I think they had a boss. They could have boss installed, but it didn't matter because I had the out to get out. So I won game one. Game two, actually, I played against the player who typically is the judge at this store, but he was playing today because someone else was taking over for it. And he was playing like a funny Toadscruel grass deck, and he chose to go first. Opened the Toadscruel, got three Teal Masks into play, squawked away his hand. Went Teal Dance, Teal Dance, Teal Dance, attached to Toadscruel, pass. I opened Raikou. I got two Lugias down, set up pretty okay, passed it back over. He went Toadscruel, attach, Teal Dance, Teal Dance, Teal Dance. Bug catching net, got a bunch more energy. Bench the Wordier, research the hand. It was research before the bug catching nets. Gets the bug catching nets, gets a bunch of energy in hand. He's got like 11 card hand. I can't kill the Toadscruel. He kills my active. I go Lugia bundle. I go Lugia boss, kill the Wordier. He kills my Lugia with the Toadscruel. I go bundle. He gives me squawk. With, I believe, another Lugia is what I used here. No, I used Bear. I used Wordier Legacy to knock out the Toadscruel, and I Ionoed in the same turn. And so he needed a way to get around my my Wordier with a Legacy. And I think the only thing he could really kill is Illuminate on my bench because I had Illuminate for the Iono. And he accelerates, attaches Legacy, and then just attacks for the knockout and thinks he has game. And then I was like, well, I just have boss for a game. And he was like, well, don't I just win? I was like, I have Legacy on the active. And he was like, oh. But he did have the boss in his like 2-card hand, which was kind of ridiculous, actually, a little bit unreasonable. But I ended up getting away with that because my opponent chose to attack. So I'm now 2-0. I go into round 3 where I hit DJ. DJ is playing Charizard. He goes first. I get to go take the first 2, knock out his Fez. He puts Fez back on play. Knocks out, I think, Illuminate on my bench. I knock out the Fez again. He Ionos me low, and then I just have the Raikou. He has to Turo up the Pidgeot because he doesn't want to give me a free Raikou knockout, and then I just end the game with Wordier. So I'm now 3-0. Round 4, I go up against Dean, who's playing Drago. Basically, Dean goes for a play where he temples and knocks out my active, and I'm able to just respond in kind with a Wordier, and the game basically ends at that point. I think I took 4 prizes before he even started the game, so I was like super far ahead. Yeah. So round 5, I go against Chris Franco. I'm the only undefeated now. It's a unique situation because a bunch of people showed up late to this cup because the cup had advertised at the Discord and whatever that it was going to start at 4:00, but on the Pokemon side it said 6. So a couple of people showed up late based on that. But if you went to the pre-reg and did all that stuff, it was 4:00, like 4:00 start time. So a little bit of a miscommunication. So 3 players that were on Allen, they're winning in the top cut, were 3-1 that were all late. And these players all, if you are late, if you didn't know, to a tournament, you're inputted in with a loss, and you're the bottom resistance no matter what happens. So this player that I hit, Chris Franco, was at a record where he had to beat me to make cut. And so he was like, if you concede to me, we can just, figure this out in the top cup bracket. Like, you're guaranteed to hit me or my brother who's playing Cornerstone. And we could play and then figure it out in top cut. And I was like, not really. I'd just rather take, the best of one, see what happens. I ended up whiffing. We ended up getting to a board state where I whiffed attack for 2 turns, he whiffed attack for a turn. So the favor went back into his favor. And we ended up to a board state where he had set up for a 6 prize turn on the following turn. By not proccing my Fez, not proccing anything, not proccing an open spot for Luminion, whatever. And I top decked my 3rd boss for game. Deck was not that big. It was like 12 cards maybe, but 2 out of like 12 is like pretty low odds still. And I top decked boss for game. He was pretty upset, understandably so. I did knock him out of top cut. Now I advanced to 5-0. Top 4, I end up hitting DJ. DJ is playing Zard, like we talked about earlier. Game 1, I go first. I get turn 2 hands into he can't kill my hands. So turn 3 again, I take another 2 prize cards. And there is a Fez and a Rotom on the board. So I just win the game on a boss on that. Game 2, it's a little bit more back and forth. He has like a pretty perfect turn 2 and Seal Stones for the collapsed, putting me in a spot where I can't do anything besides just give him a prize card. So I have to give him the Squawkabilly. And then he kills Squawkabilly with Zard. I kill Zard with Chinchino. He goes kill Wordier with countercatch, or like a boss kill Wordier. I go boss kill Pidgeot with Chinchino, and I have Legacy on Chinchino, and now my Lugia is alive, but I know that nothing can kill Lugia in his deck without having a Zard in play. I think he didn't have a Charmander. He had like a Charmander in play, but not a ton of cards. So I was like, if he gets Charizard boss, I lose. But I just killed the Pidgeot, so I was like, I should be maybe okay. And then he whiffs that, and then has to go Radzard KO my Chinchino, and in the process, it gives me boss Iron Hands for game. Yeah, so I win because of that. And then top 2, I hit Dean, who's playing Drago again. Dean's a really good player, regional champion, whatever. Game 1, Dean has a really good line where he can get pretty far ahead if he finds Prime Catcher or Switch after he retreats into Radzard early. And he pretty much draws his entire deck, including V-Stars. And I think he has like 6 cards left, I think, or 7 cards left in deck. And Prime Catcher and Switch are both in the bottom 7. So I kind of get bailed out by him whiffing that. And then I'm just able to, at this point, all of his resources are gone. He can't really come back into the game. So 1 knockout from me ends the game effectively. That's exactly what happens. Game 2, Dean sets up for a pretty good Trifrost play. And he does the Trifrost play, taking out my active and taking out my Squawkabilly and putting damage on my Lugia. So I kind of punted at this point because I had all the pieces to go Bear, Energy, knock out something on bench with Bundle, Iono. So basically I'm saying, here's my Bear. Bear's going to do a ton of damage. I'm going to get 2 prize cards for free. I can put a DTE here because you need a lot of pieces to attack with Teal Mask. And I think you can't one-shot the Bear. He didn't have enough resources to one-shot the Bear with the Teal Mask. So Teal Mask has to go hit 2 energies on 2 Teal Masks. So he'd have to go attach Teal Dance, E-Switch, boss on my Luminion for game. And I said that's not going to happen. So I ended up kind of throwing here a little bit because I attached an extra 2 energies to Lugia. So Lugia now had 3 energies on it. It was like gift, jet or something. And this gave him an avenue because it had already been Trifrosted that he could just gust it up and kill it with Teal Mask now with even just 1 attachment. And he got the energy off the Iono, and so he went Teal Dance, pass basically, and I just had the energy to knock out for game because I had Legacy that I shuffled back. I took Legacy off prizes, and I entered it back into my deck, so Legacy was in the deck, and then I could just retreat the Bear with another energy that I had, and the game was over. So got pretty bailed out. I won the League Cup. 2 of my 4 are done. I'm at 440 championship points now. I think that puts me in 2nd in the globe. I am heading to Dortmund coming up in the week. So if you guys are in Europe, come say hello, obviously. Should be a lot of fun. I'm pretty excited to go play a European Regionals. All that being said, Lugia is still broken. Thank you guys for watching. My masterclass is still on sale. Please like and subscribe. And peace.